If you're watching this, it probably means that you just bought a shiny new Canon camera, or you finally admitted your old one needs a little bit of TLC. Cameras don't just keep on working forever. They need firmware updates, which are basically little brain vitamins for the camera. Without them, your camera might start behaving strangely, like it's had one too many glasses of mulled electricity. Canon says you can update the firmware through their app. I tried that, and the app reacted with the enthusiasm of a snowman doing hot yoga. So instead, I'm going to show you the SD card method, which actually works and doesn't rely on Bluetooth being in the mood. Before we begin, Canon does insist on a couple of sensible things. First, download the firmware file from Canon's website and put it onto an SD card, not inside a folder, not hidden behind your holiday photos, just right there in the root of the card, like a digital doormat. Second, if your camera has 2 card slots, remove the other one. Yes, apparently the camera gets confused if it has too many places to look for. Once the card with the firmware is in slot 1 and your battery is fully charged, you're ready to update. Let's see how it's done. Okay, so first things first, camera does suggest that you turn your camera to P program. And like I said, if you have 2 cards, make sure you just have 1, not 2. Then turn on the camera. Go to the wrench menu and the R6 Mark II, it'll be the 6th option. Click on firmware. If you have a grip, it'll show there as well. And click OK. Now you can only use the scroll wheel and the set button to navigate. You cannot touch for the most part. And this is gonna take a very long time. Okay, so obviously I am gonna speed it up so you don't have to suffer for 10 minutes while the camera is doing its thing. You see it jumped from 1 to 99%. That was me cutting the video. Click OK, you're done. And now it's probably gonna ask you to set a password and set to the language that you want it to set to. There you go. So set a password, which is annoying, of course. Here's my password, a potato. And it's gonna ask you to confirm the password again. So do that once more. And once you're done and you turn on the camera, it's gonna ask you to put the password in. Now, luckily, you can make this an optional thing because that would be very annoying having to type in a password every single time that you turn on your camera. So I'll show you in just a second. So I turned it off. I'm gonna turn it on again for the first time. It's asking for the password. Do you see that? Do not ask again. Click that or you'll be in pain every single time. There you go. It's done. Easy as that. Well, that's it. Your camera firmware is now updated, which means that it is officially smarter than it was 10 minutes ago. Not quite as smart as a human, obviously. Unless the human is me trying to use Canon's phone app, in which case the camera probably wins. If you found this helpful, you can do the usual things that people on the internet beg for. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, or send me a carrier pigeon. I won't know what to do with a pigeon, but it'll be a nice surprise. And remember, whether you're watching this at Christmas, Easter, or just a random moment when you realize that your camera was behaving like a confused toaster, updating the firmware is always a good idea. Thank you so much for watching, and may your camera continue to function in a way that impresses your friends and intimidates small woodland creatures. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe.